Nice one, man. Hey, I'm Matty.
Sammy.
And we're from Tetrament. Our single, Depths, coming out Friday. What date is Friday? The 11th?
November the 11th.
November the 11th, Friday. The video and single on YouTube and Spotify. So keep an eye out.
Beautiful, boys. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, mate. Thanks for having us.
No worries. So, as you mentioned, well, this will be coming out on Friday. So, Tetrament today released your second single, Depth. So, tell us a bit about the song musically and what you're going for with it.
Mate, it originally started with the lyrics. I was watching a TV show on a Saudi Arabian dictator, or they dictator? I don't know. Yeah, I think they're monarchy. Anyway, it was some fella, and I kind of was thinking about it, and the line "We were defined by our torment," which is the opening line of the song, kind of came out of that. Just thinking about how this guy's life had shaped him, and just how that kind of is the case for everyone. You know, your experiences shape who you are, you know, down the track. And anyway, and then the rest of the song actually came when I did my first stint in rehab. So I've dealt with a lot of substance abuse issues through my life, and a lot of kind of mental health shit. So yeah, the rest of the song came out on my first attempt at sorting my life out. So it was yeah, it's a pretty bare bones kind of song. So
cool. And the track it builds slowly before exploding with rage. So is that typical of the band's sound?
More or less. Yeah, exploding with rage is my speciality.
we like our songs to kind of just, I don't know, they just kind of flow on and expand, I suppose, and that's just the way it turned out with this one.
Yeah, cool. There's also a couple other features of the song that I really liked as well. Like there's an awesome breakdown midway through, like a sort of slower sort of breakdown, and there's also a slow outro to finish. Like, explain the thought process behind them.
That's all Sammy's magic, that is.
Yeah. Well, I think the part you're talking about, it's Coxie on the bass. We're big fans of like a lot of that type of music, the progressive kind of style.
Yeah, a lot of Mudvayne. We both grew up on a healthy dose of Mudvayne, so yeah.
Yeah, so that was Coxie's kind of. We wanted to have a bridge and just give Coxie a bit of room with the bass, and it kind of just the way it turned out, you know.
Take the bass for a walk.
Yeah, there's no real thought process. It just kind of, we just build the songs and they become themselves, really.
Yeah, we pretty much, we start off with like a little piece, and then, you know, it just all gets cobbled together over time. We have a pretty weird way of writing our songs. They do take a long time to kind of become what they are. So.
Oh, and the film clip's set in a swamp, like with a couple of like little red wash flashes that go through the screen at times. Like, what's the story behind that?
The story was I was driving out to go camping past the Hinds Dam, and my missus was in the passenger seat, and she looked left and goes, "Shit, that'd be a cool spot to film a film clip." And all the dead trees sticking out of the water. So that was pretty much all it was. When it come time to do the film clip, I said to Sam, I was like, "Oh, I think I know where we're going to do this." So we went out scouting it, and chose that spot. So we took our jam room, left the walls behind, put everything into a boat, and ferreted over to this little shitty patch of mud. And
a new patch of mud, because the old one
the
dam had risen.
Yeah. A heap of rain, and we lost a heap of land. So it made to get all of the gear out there was a Herculean effort. And but it just, we're so stoked with how it turned out. Like Matt Brighter, who did the film clip, he rocked up there and just went, "Holy fuck, man, this is going to be real tough in this shitty little patch of mud." But got it done, man. Like, I was tied to that tree in the fucking icy water for God knows, I don't know how long I was tied to that tree, man, but holy fuck, it was so cold.
You looked
you know, it's all for the band, man.
Eventually got loose and managed to escape.
You didn't try it enough, mate. And Depths follows your debut single Lifeless, which came out back in August from memory. So how do the songs differ musically?
Depths is a bit more of a slow burner, I think. Like I said in the last interview with you, man, I think Lifeless is a bit of a freight train, you know, and Depths is a bit more, for want of a better word, has a bit more depth to it. So,
pardon the pun.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much, man. It's more of a slow burner. I think it was a much more personal song to me, lyrically. So yeah, I think that's kind of evidenced in the way that it sounds. So
it was actually written on an acoustic guitar as well.
All right, cool. So how different is it getting it from that acoustic stage to the full-on electric stage you got? Is it a hard?
A lot of my ideas come from acoustic because I like to leave acoustic guitars in spots where I have to move them to sit down, so then I'm forced to pick it up, and then if I'm just sitting down for the hell of it, now I've got a guitar in my hand, and we're just that's just how a lot of our riffs get written, I suppose. Yeah.
Smart process.
Over and it just sounds even better.
And both of those are taken from your debut EP, The Path of Least Existance, which comes out on December the 8th, I believe.
8th, correct.
So, are those a good sonic representation of the EP as a whole?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think they're probably the two ends of the spectrum on the album, I would say. Everything else kind of falls in between. So yeah, I would say that Lifeless, short, fast, loud, depths, having that more, again, the deeper kind of thing going on with it, and everything else kind of falls in between. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's a pretty good representation.
Well, we'll run through the other three tracks individually and just tell us a bit about them. So you've got Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom is going to be the opener. It's generally the opener for our sets because it just works really well. But yeah, AK, another song, Weak Link in the Chain, and Distant. Distant was the first song that we actually ever wrote together, me and Sammy. So that one's been a long while in the making. It's
also on an acoustic.
I just like to add.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, no, it's it's all been a long time. It's been such a long time coming, man, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really have too much more to say about it, but wait for it to come out and you'll hear it for yourself. So
cool. And when's the acoustic album coming out?
Who knows, but yeah,
it won't be far behind, man.
Sure.
And you guys have also made the heats for a chance to play at Good Things Festival this year. So you got your show tonight, or Wednesday night, actually. So what does something like that mean to a band like Tetrament?
Man, it's absolutely huge for us. I mean, to have the opportunity to potentially play with, the likes of Gojira and Ginger and, Bring Me the Horizon, all the other bands that are playing Good Things is just, monumental for us. Like these are bands that we've looked up to for so long, and it just blows our mind to even have the opportunity. So I mean, we're just going in aiming to have fun tonight. Like we got, like I said, we got some stiff competition with Headrack and Apate. I don't know really how to pronounce that name, but Apate. I've definitely had a stalk of them since finding out that they're the competition, and they're definitely up there. So man, we're just going in to have some fun. Like I said to you before we started the interview, I've been battling a chest infection for like 2 weeks, which has just wrecked me. So I'm trying not to take it too seriously. I'm just trying to go in and kick some ass, have some fun. So.
Oh. And even making it this far is a good sign. Like it's gone on public voting to get to this stage, so it shows that there's a bit of a groundswell out there for the band as well. Absolutely,
man. Like we're so appreciative of everyone that threw a vote our way. It just mind blowing to us, man. So yeah.
All right, well, here's a big question for you guys. Do you think you're ready if you actually make it to Good Things?
Fuck yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. And you've also got an EP launch party at the Woolly Mammoth in Brisbane on December the 9th. So tell us a bit about that.
Mate, we've got, that's our EP launch the day after the EP is released on streaming. So we've got Massic, Adriatic, which, I mean, anyone who knows the Brisbane scene, they're pretty big, they're pretty heavyweight. We've got them playing. We've also got 2 bands coming up from Sydney. We've got Chronic and Bisamora. So those guys are awesome, man. We met Vlad up at 11 Dive Bar one time from Bisamora. We've been in contact with them for a little bit, so they're coming up to join in the fun. And Chronic, who we found somewhere along the way. I think you might have.
I heard him on Triple J actually.
Yeah. yeah.
On a night shift day, I was like, who's this band?
Yeah. And then
found out they're from Sydney. I was like, fuck.
So we just messaged them out of the blue and said, "Oi, come to Brisbane, play our show," and they said yes. So it was pretty cool.
Oh, where can people get tickets and find out more info about it?
It's all on our page, man. All on the Facey, all the Insta. I think Insta bio has a link to tickets. And the event is on our Facebook. So the Path of Least Existence. Look it up, grab a ticket, and come blow the roof off the woolly mammoth, man.
Like, yeah, all right, boys. I'll let you get going now because you've got a big show to prepare for tonight. But thanks very much for your time. The new track Depths is out today, and she's a fucking cracker, boys. Well done, and look forward to hearing more in the future.
Thank you very much, man.
Cheers, mate.